Hello, welcome to Appliance Master Live. I'm Bill. With me today is Tom, one of our master technicians. Maybe you recognize his face?
Maybe. Maybe.
I guess it depends. From being at your home fixing things, not from any other.
Oh, well, that's a different story.
Okay. Well, anyway, today we're going to talk about carbon monoxide. It's an issue that comes up from time to time, especially this time of year when people are concerned about cooking and the holidays coming. But I guess if you don't know, carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, and non-irritating, but however highly poisonous gas, even at low concentrations. So it's not, and you can't really detect this with anything other than electronic meters or measuring device. It's that's the way we have to see if it's a problem for you.
Yep. Yeah. Your the proper way to test it is with location. That's the most important thing of a detector. We do have a couple of pictures of some carbon monoxide detectors. Almost everybody's kind of seen them. They look like a smoke detector, but they are for carbon monoxide. Where you should place them, carbon monoxide is lighter than air. So placing them on the near the floor is absolutely not where it should be. They should have to be at least 6 feet off the floor or on the ceiling. That's also a good spot for it. If you're running your appliance and you're getting, you think you're getting nauseous or a little bit of a headache, it is certainly something that might be a clue, but the detector itself will go off when it's in a dangerous level.
Interesting. Sometimes people call here about burners, like the flames on their burners being yellow or discolored. I guess I've heard that a yellow flame may be an indicator of the burner's not working right. It's producing extra carbon monoxide, but yet, that alone is not enough to determine if it's producing. So of course, if you had a blue flame and now it's yellow, then you should probably have that checked out anyway.
Absolutely.
It's not the appliance isn't working right, because that could be a cause of somehow there's insufficient air getting into the burner, or or your burner itself, whether it's the bake broil burner or even a surface unit, could have soot buildup on it, or corrosion or rust. Any kind of number of things can cause that. But back to your detectors.
Your detector, it should be placed away from the appliance. If somebody's going to come in and test for carbon monoxide and they tell you that they tested it at your appliance, inside the oven, at your oven vent, absolutely not the way to test it. And a lot of people don't know that. They'll go to the source and go for it there, but there's always going to be a normal level of carbon monoxide produced by a burning flame. And one of the big myths is people assume that your detector should be at 0 ppm, parts per million. And that's just simply not the case. Normal operating ranges are anywhere from 5 to 15 ppm, parts per million. And it's in the data that we have, OSHA says that 50 ppm or below is absolutely safe and normal. It's when it starts to get higher than that you're going to run into some problems: fatigue, dizziness, nausea, headaches, things like that.
Yeah, I was telling Tom just before we went on, we had an employee, one of our staff members, a few years ago, had an issue at her home where she noticed her dog was sick, and she was concerned because the dog was acting unusual.
Yeah.
So she called her husband at work, and he came home from work because they were concerned about the dog. They were going to take him to the vet. But when he got there, she was passed out on the couch, and he had to call 911 paramedics and that. It was so it may show up in everybody loves their pets, but it may show up in your pets first too.
Yeah, absolutely. And some people are more sensitive to it. So, this is the season with Thanksgiving and Christmas, the holidays coming up, that people are going to be using their ovens a lot more.
And the windows are closed now.
Yes.
Well, today it's 75, but typically it gets cooler and people will lock up their houses tight, and so those gases, stay inside.
Yeah.
But I guess all we can say is be vigilant, know your appliance, and continuously monitor that carbon monoxide detector, make sure the battery's good, make sure it's in the
Yep.
right place.
Yep.
And Tom will be happy to come to your house and check it out for you.
Absolutely.
All right, well, again, as usual, APPLIANCEMASTER.com. Call us with any kind of questions. You can 800-752-7123. Thanks for joining us this week.
Take care.